Sorry about that. What's up? What's up? That's a very good topic right there. What's up? What's up?
So why women ask for a man to love them and they get one, yet he's simp or he's too soft for them? Because I'm gonna let you know now. Hey, from Georgia. I was raised by a single black woman, and I know how to love a woman. But
They're gonna be backwards. He said, why do women say they want a good man, then when they get one, they're they don't want that man anymore? Like, why don't y'all feel like y'all's good enough for a good man? Why y'all taking a breadcrumb of men, meaning the men who don't want y'all? Why y'all accepting the fact that a person wants you for the way you look, not the way how y'all can teach each other things and build? You understand what I'm saying?
trying to figure out why a woman don't know how to love me. I express myself. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm mad. But yet, why when I do that, I'm soft, or you got sugar in your tank, or
If you want somebody to love you for you, and you want a man to be a man, don't throw it out there that a man is soft or feminine or like the other sex because he's comfortable enough to cry in front of you. Really? That don't even, like, that's unacceptable. Like men, we don't go, a lot of men don't go up to women and be like, you wear makeup, you're insecure about yourself, you're really ugly because you wear makeup, you're ugly because you wear eyelashes, you look like this because you are wearing horse's hair instead of wearing your natural hair. A lot of men don't be saying that. The men who do say stuff like that is because they're so used to getting picked on by a woman who he's trying to love properly, and she's not used to being loved, and she's pushing you to the side like all men's the same. You're a piece of shit anyway. Thank you. You are too.
or you this or you that. Like that's my thing, especially being a black man, where we can't express that in a world that hates us already.
I love you,
kills
bro.
us already. So my thing is this.
I love you, bro.
No,
First,
for real.
No bullshit. I'm a poet, and I made a career off of being emotionally available to not only myself, but to the the world. So to see you here in a quasi vulnerable state, especially in front of a majority woman audience, I appreciate that, and I
Oh
honor
yeah, no, for real. Hey, I'm gonna
the second.
try my best to cry right now.
No,
so,
for sure.
you know.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Like that's
Now,
just to me.
two parts.
Why is men judged for showing a side of emotions, but if a man is tough all the time, he's too tough, or he's a killer, he's a gangster, he harm people all day, every day. Could we do something right? Is there anything we could do right besides help you and you not help us?
Bro, the first part is there's the women we find desirable from a physical perspective, and the women we pursue because we're conditioned to desire a certain type of woman physically, and then we let that be the catalyst for our pursuit, and then we get to know these women, and we realize that those women are emotionally capable of handling or dealing with, or they don't find us desirable. And then we have to process that perceived loss because we got the girl we thought we wanted, but it's not the woman we needed.
That's true. That's
If you ever have the thought in your mind, like, that's what I'm saying, y'all gotta stop going off relationships off. You think she the one, you think he the one. Is this person doing enough for me? No, when you're dating somebody, when you're talking to somebody, you're teaching this person how to love you properly, how you want to be loved, how you feel me? Y'all's not teaching each other how to hate each other, how to hate other people. No, y'all supposed to be building together. Not one person building another one and the other person is not getting built too. Think about it as, when you're dating, think about it as in going to the store and buying a teddy bear. Instead of doing the work done outside on the body, do the work done that's on the inside. How a person's gonna continue to feeling the same way they felt about you in the beginning is the same way they gonna feel about you in the end. Meaning, continue working on each other mentally, emotionally, physically. You know, make sure when you're in a relationship, you don't gotta you're not tearing your person down. You're not your person come up to you and said they want their body done. No, come on, let's go to the gym together. Let's build this gym at home together. Because I know you got anxiety. You know, them is the goals.
no.
You know what I'm saying? So
No,
I mean, so we want you to maintain this space because a lot of times what happens if you keep hitting this brick wall of trying to show up as yourself, but also trying to get somebody the person that you like or you believe you like or you were conditioned to think you like to give you that reciprocity, we get discouraged. Then it's like, man, I start to hate women. I start to hate this version of myself. But I'm here to tell you that who you are is special. And because it's special, because it's unique, unfortunately, that's just going to make your job harder in finding a match. Now, don't lose what you feel like desirable is because love is what your eyes see and what your heart feels. Don't forget about the eyes. But the worst thing for you to do is to put all of this stuff in the closet. You have to have the strength to keep showing up as this man every time. And for every new woman, don't give her a drop less than you gave the last 7. So the real work to be done is to put 2 feet in the ground, black man, for this man that you had to fight through Georgia your whole life to become. Speak up for him. And in the face of every woman that does not accept that, God's rejection is still a blessing. God's rejection is still a blessing. But it's imperative for you to hold on to that because that's what's going to make you a great husband. That's going to make you a great father. That's going to make you a better member of your community because there's not a lot of us. And if I see you in me, I got to speak life into you because we live in a time where that ain't safe. It's not safe. It's not received. It's not glamorized. It's not advertised. It's not
Hey, he's cooking.
marketed. But it's real and it's necessary and it's God-given. So I'm just here to put water on you.
That's good too. I was gonna say your original question was why don't women, right? And I think that's the long way to go about it because, like he was saying, you dope, right? So whoever you're gonna find is just gonna land in your lap. You can't be looking for. You can't be. You gonna be just.
Yeah, and stop looking. But if you looking, stop going to the bar, the club. You're thinking you gonna find somebody. Cause you think you found this person, right? Yesterday's live stream, this woman was like, you're an alcoholic. You met him in the bar. He told you specifically, I'm not gonna change who I am. So regardless, you're gonna have to love me for me. Don't think I'm gonna give up liquor. You met me in the bar. You met me in the club. So on these certain days, I go out to the bar and I get drunk. But men, y'all have to come to that realization when you really care about somebody, you're going to change. You're going to elevate. Look at it as an object. You know how many pieces of wood, plates, phones there is, laptops, television, you know what I mean? They all elevated. They all became smarter. They all became higher value. Why you want to still be that same regular brick, that same piece of wood, that same first television, that same first iPhone, that same first laptop, you feel me? That first light bulb. Why you want to be that same, supposed to elevate?
Existing, and she gonna be there. Like I like you. Like a lot of people say, I like you like me, right? So you already dope. You just chilling, and she gonna plan you like, but don't change yourself trying to appease to what you think somebody might want because that's not authentic and that's not real.
But when you changing yourself, don't change yourself because this person wants you to. Don't change yourself necessarily because your significant other wants you to change. Change yourself because you feel like this side of me is being too toxic. This side of me is not getting nowhere in life. But this other part of me is keeping me from not being hurt to a certain extent. This side of me is helping me so I don't get too emotionally attached and I crash out and I do something that I'm going to regret.
It's not gonna last. So if you stay true to yourself, whoever is out there for you, that person is just gonna vibe you and find you. All right, so don't worry about what they doing. You just stay dope.
And first of all, can we all give a round of applause to the black men who spoke life into another black man? Yeah. Thank you. I honor you for being vertical in who you are, for being vulnerable, for speaking with your heart and being relational, not transactional. As Mike said, we don't get a lot of that in our black men, not because they don't want to, because it hasn't served them, it's not safe, and it hasn't been safe. Your question was, why do women, right, not receive a good man?
Why do y'all feel like y'all don't receive good men? Why do we feel like women don't receive good men? Or when they get them, they don't want them. Or they feel like they're not good enough for the good man. Or they feel like the man's not good enough for them.
Well, women who never had a father cover them, love them, expose to them what real love and real care looks like at the hands of a respectful man that can honor them. They don't. It's not that they don't want to. Baby, they can't see you. They can't see you. So
Exactly. Get somebody who see you just even a little bit or enough to where they understand you. They get your jokes. When they laugh at your joke and it's not even funny, but they love you enough or they care about you enough to pull you to the side like, you know that wasn't funny. You know? Get somebody that's gonna tell you when you're wrong. Get somebody that's not scared of you. Get somebody that you can't put fear in. Get somebody that's not gonna put up with your bullshit for too long. Get somebody that's gonna put you on the edge and say, if you wanna jump, jump. But when they see you get a little too close and your foot getting off the edge, they grab you and they say, here, I got you. What was you thinking? You understand what I'm saying? Get somebody who brings the best out of you, who's going to bring the best out of you. Get somebody who want 100% of you because you want 100% of them. Get somebody who's not going to talk behind your back. Get somebody who's going to be honest with you. Get somebody, if you fall, they pick you up. You scrape your, you get it, you fall too hard. And maybe they wasn't there to pick you up, but they helping you bandage yourself up. When you cry, they wipe your tears. When you cry, they cry with you. They know when you feeling some type of way and they text you, they call you. You feel me? You check up on them, they check up on you.
When it comes to what I call daddy issues, and it can also be a duality of parental issues, meaning mommy and daddy issues, that woman isn't that that woman doesn't know your worth, is that she doesn't know her worth. And we see in others who we are.
Me personally, I used to think a woman don't know how to love themselves or can't pick the right type of man because of daddy issues. They the woman who don't have a dad in her life, and then they the woman who have a dad in her life. You gonna see that there's a lot of similarities. But the only difference is one's gonna allow you to love them, and one's not gonna allow you to love them. It could be vice versa. One can feel like you're not good enough. One can feel like they're not good enough for you. One's gonna feel like you're not doing too much. One's gonna feel like you're doing too much. One's gonna feel like they need to do more than you. One's gonna feel like you need to do more than them. One's gonna feel like 50-50. There's nothing wrong with 50-50. One's gonna feel like, same with men. One's gonna feel like, I can't date no one with kids. One's gonna feel like I can. One's gonna feel like I don't need to have kids with you for me to love your kids, or, you know, one's gonna feel like I do need to have kids with you for me to love you properly. But it's what you accept, what you tolerate.
Not who they are. Let me say it again. We see in others who we are, not who they are. So if a good man as yourself is presented to a woman who can't see your worth, it's because she's seeing her worth deficit. And I want you to question, not in a bad way, so stick with me, okay? I want you to do some self-inventory on when a woman can't see you, why would you still want her? Why would you still want her? Because it all goes back to self. It all goes back to self. You all right? You okay?
Yeah, I'm
You all right?
okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm okay.
You processing?
Yeah.
It's all right, baby.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I would say like a month and a half ago, I found out that the girl that I did like, her and her friend made a bet to see if she can date me for like a week, and then
A lot of times that shit be going on too. How do y'all be telling the person that you fell in love with that they only start talking to you because it was a bet? Because they made a bet with their friend, like, yeah, I bet you can't pull him. I bet you can't pull her. I bet you $50. I bet you $100. I bet you my whole paycheck. I ain't gonna pay rent next month. But they fall in love with you. How you gonna feel if you're dating somebody, y'all fall in love, but they end up telling you like, or a friend tell you like, yeah, you know, such and such is only dating you because we made a bet, and I had to pay them $50, or I paid them my whole paycheck. How would you feel, or vice versa? We as adults, why y'all playing little kid games? Even as a kid, that could take a toll on a kid.
after that week, like that was it. So with me, like my dad told me, cause I told him about it. My dad told me like my heart too big. I need to shrink it. I don't know. I don't know how to shrink it. No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know how to shrink it. Like
It's not difficult to shrink the amount of love you give somebody if they're not giving it to you. So once you realize a person is only liking you because of this, stop doing this and see if they gonna like you because of something else. See if it's not just because of this. You know, in marriages, there be a lot of times where they be like, where a person will keep bringing up in a marriage or a relationship, like, I love the way you look. I don't never want you to go and start being chubby. I'm gonna stop liking you, or we gonna break up and giggle it off. Like, no, I'm just joking. And then that start getting to your head, like, let me start eating a lot. Let me start gaining this weight, and see if this person was really telling the truth or not. Because when people 50% chance when a person is joking and telling the truth, it's half and half the truth, half and half or not. It just depends if you make it come reality or if they make it come reality.
it's hard. I don't know how to do that because, like I said again, I was raised by a single black woman, raising 3 boys and a girl. Like I seen my mom.
It's about
love
just
everybody.
it's about being smarter where you direct that to. Before I get to that though, did you have something?
Yeah, no disrespect to daddy, but don't harden your heart because of what an evil person did to you. Like that person had evil intent. That's on them. And they gonna have to stand before God for that. So you don't harden your
Fox, you got to put your foot down and know when to leave a situation. Stop leaving a situation when it's too difficult to leave. When you feel like a situation is too much of a situation, you have a choice to leave or not. There ain't no, I was too in love. No, you make an excuse on you didn't want this person to fall when you left, but when they left you and you fell, they wasn't there to pick you up. They didn't even care about you enough to give you a first aid kit to bandage your wounds. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't. They didn't care enough. Because they only cared about benefiting off you.
heart behind that. Some people they struggle with like a cognitive or an emotional dissonance. They'll say one thing and do the opposite, or they'll want something and not know how to treasure it.
Exactly. How you say you want something and then you get it and then you don't want it. But something you want or somebody you wanted, you get them and you don't want them and you're not appreciating this person. They give you 100% and you realize that you don't want this person. I'm used to this person in these type of ways. You start giving 50%, and then when they stop giving 100%, they're giving you 50%. They're wrong because they're falling back and they're accepting the fact that you don't feel the way you used to feel no more. Oh, let's add another person to the relationship. Oh, let's start doing spontaneous things. We wasn't doing this in the beginning. Spontaneous things and adding other people to the relationship should be in the beginning all the way to the end, not just out of nowhere because you fallen out of love or because this one person want to do it. It's statistically proven that is not going to work out. Before they test us on anything, they're doing it on rodents first. So if you think two mouse is dating and they start growing apart and then the man mouse add another woman or a woman mouse add another man or woman to the relationship and that don't work, what you think a human gonna do? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not using common sense. Y'all stuck on what y'all saying on social media. Y'all stuck on what y'all saying on movies. But go do it in real life and I bet, oh, I made a mistake. It's not a mistake. You made that choice. It's not a mistake. When you love and you really feel this type of way, you're not supposed to try hard. It's going to genuinely work. When you in a relationship, stop spending 24/7 with a person. Y'all need time to miss each other. Y'all need time to love each other. Y'all got friends. Go out with y'all friends. But no, you got this significant other out. Pick up your phone. When you out. It's okay to text, send a video, FaceTime them, video call them. Let them know how the night going. Don't just not respond and say, oh, you messed up my time with my friends. No. You got to come home to this. You got to come home to the yapping. Your friends don't. You do. Y'all together. Not you together and your friends are together with this person. No, it's y'all two.
Like, people can easily say, I want someone who's expressive, but the only expression that they want is love, and they don't know how to actually acknowledge or deal with the other emotions and the other feelings that you express. That's that person who doesn't know how to handle and manage that. That's on them. Don't, because I understand that's painful, don't generalize women. There are some women who know how to give you the security and safety that you need to have. And I know in today's time, it looks like that's unrealistic, but also when you keep on allowing yourself to be around those people who show their motives early on, and you ignore it, you keep yourself in that perpetual cycle with people who reinforce that same belief that everyone's gonna do you a certain type of way. No one's trustworthy. That's those type of women. You have your emotions to express for a reason. Your emotions are a gift.
Yes.
And your expression is a gift as well that you have. Don't tarnish that gift behind these kind of women. I will say this.
Look at it as, are you going to show your emotions to? Who are you most likely to show your emotions to? Somebody you just bumped into and they flash out on you? And now they want to hurt you because of something they going through at home? Or is you most likely to take your anger out on somebody that you've been through everything with? What battle you finna fight more? Person you just met Imagine y'all both mad. Y'all both going through something with y'all significant other. You walking, y'all bump each other. What do y'all find each other for? One of y'all, really both of y'all should be saying, I apologize, my bad, I'm going through a tough time with my significant other, this and all that. My bad. And go about each other's day, but when y'all get home, go fix y'all relationship. Go fix the bond that y'all going, that's hurt between you and whoever bond is getting ruined. But if it went too far with the bond, still, hey, sorry, my bad, I'm going through a rough time right now, I apologize, and go about your day. And fix yourself. Don't take your anger out on this random person, or don't take your anger out on this person who did something to you. There's enough people out in this world harming other people. Don't add to it. Stop yourself from doing it to somebody, and stop somebody else from doing it to somebody else.
This one last thing. Take some time to step away, because you need preparation as well for the woman who God has for you. Sometimes when you are in those situations, you really do have to say, okay, God, right now I keep going through the same thing because he already sees it anyway. And God will put you in that season of separation to get you prepared for that woman who knows how to handle your emotions, who knows how to create that safe space. But sometimes our loneliness tells us to act on that emotion, that love, that feeling, that nostalgia. Don't do that. If you start to see that whenever I'm connecting with women, I'm getting.
So why women act?
It's not real life. People are living a fake life on Instagram and their reality is trash. That's not the dream. The dream is.
Huh. Y'all want to know how many people who put in their music, who post on social media, and this is not who they really are, and then when you meet them, they're completely different? It's called an influence. Back in the day, still to this day, there's still a lot of people who perceive of what they put on the internet, it's not who they really are, which is good. Because if you be a real person on the internet, you get bashed for it. But it should be, if you being your authentic self, you shouldn't get bashed for it. If it's for a good cause, you shouldn't get bashed for it.
Who can you be bored with? Who are the people that you literally could do nothing with and actually enjoy their company?
Like,
who are the people that you want to go have fun with, and not in a way that needs to be posted on social media? Sit on a rocking chair, watch Netflix, lay in the bed, sit by the pool, dancing in the living room, laughing, playing games, testing one another. Like, there are so many fun things that you can do with your partner, and if you can't do those things, and that's why friendship is so important.
You don't need to spend money to have fun. Why you think people have all these board games and games and stuff like that at their house? Because they know in society, when you go to a bar, you go to a club, there's at least one person, 1 to 5 people that's going to get hurt tonight. And there's a chance you could be one of them people. So they're not taking a chance of going outside. They rather do this at home. But if you gonna go outside, have your head on a swivel and knowing I gotta make it back home.
How are you gonna keep it spicy?
And I ain't gonna get on the internet and say, you know, I owe her a hard time. These hoes already having a hard time. Like, motherfucker like me should be the least of their worries. These bitches is already having a hard time. I don't owe a bitch shit. Actually. connection. And I ain't gonna get on.
You are God. The divine energy, the spark. That
What makes people think they can just do whatever they want and get away with it? Like I'm not one of God's favorites. Like He's not about to deal with that for me. Why would you do that? Like,
You wanna know how many times a person hurt me, done something to me, and I didn't do anything? God took care of that for me. You know how many times I chose to walk away and a person hurt me and I ain't hurt them? God took care of that for me. Cause He know if I'm gonna react on it, the way a person hurt me, I'm gonna hurt this person 10 times worse. If I let myself get that angry. So before I let myself get this angry and hurt, and I feel like I hurt you 10 times more, I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna warn you a good 5 times before I do something. So when I get to warning you, leave me alone so I can finish smiling and laughing. Because when I get to go quiet, you got a big problem on your hands that may not be on your body no more. You understand what I'm saying? So just leave people alone if you're not going to continue to make them happy. If you're not going to continue to let them make you happy. Stop wasting people's time because you don't want your time wasted. There's 24 hours in a day. Why are you taking 23 minutes and 50 seconds out of your day to make somebody's life miserable and your life going good, or your life going terrible and you want to see somebody else going through hell because you're going through hell? You going through hell and you see somebody else going through hell, you making this person laugh and smile. It should make you laugh and smile. Should make you want to get up and say, hey, let me do this, let me fix this, so I can continue laughing and smiling. So I don't feel this way.
okay, what?
Most parents hate to apologize to their children because they feel that that's not their job to apologize to their children, because parents feel that they can justify their toxicity because I'm the parent. But if I could go down your memory lane, how many times you were waiting on your parents to say sorry for some of their actions? Most parents hate to apologize to their children because they feel that that's not their job to.
I'm not gonna lie. Even as you as an adult and you know how to get under your parents' skin, sometimes you gonna poke that button with your parent. As a grown man, as a grown woman, you gonna poke that button on your parent and say, hey, knowing they heard you, knowing it's wrong, you gonna keep doing it. So if you get a child and they keep doing something and you're not correcting it, they're gonna keep doing it. So you as the parent, while they're young, correct it. Because when they get older and they're on their own, there's going to be a chance you're not going to be able to correct it. And somebody else is going to correct it. Now there's a chance your kid might not be there. Your kid might not be able to walk the same, talk the same, breathe the same anymore because you didn't correct it. You have to realize you are just like your parents. What you didn't correct or you didn't get corrected, correct it within them. They're supposed to be a better version of you, not the same version of you, because you're supposed to still be elevating and becoming a better person throughout life. You understand what I'm saying? You're never supposed to be the same person, ever. Even the rich people who feel like this is the person who made me rich, they end up changing themselves and becoming richer. Rich people take experiments and say, I'm worth a couple $1 billion. I'm worth a couple $1 million. Let me buy this island and sit on this island for 2 years without no food. And let me see how this shit feel. Me go into the world and be homeless for a year and see if I can build a $1 billion company without it getting handed to me. Some of them won't be able to do it with no resources. You know why? Because they feel like, oh, this got handed to me, which it shouldn't, and I'm not doing a good job as my parents taught me, even though I didn't want to do this, even though I didn't want to become this person. This is what my parents wanted me to be, or my parent wanted me to be. But let me go into the world and see if I could do it on my own with no resources, without it being handed to me. And they succeeded because when they're on their own, they're not in the office, they're not dealing with their company, they're manifesting it, they're doing their research, they're downloading this information.
Apologize to their children, because I don't like the era of women feeling bad. Well, not era, but stop feeling bad about asking a guy for some bread or for some help. Resources, right. Period. I hate women that be like, oh my God, you back? Yes. Like he begging for some fucking cat. Yes, I am.
If you feel like you have to give your body for money, let that be known. But just because you gave your body up, they gave a piece of them too. So where is money coming into play about it? She said, she don't like when women feel like they should be scared to ask a man for money. Men ain't going out here. A lot of men be scared to even ask a woman or tell a woman, hey, you look good, without them saying, putting her hand down and say, just to talk to me, I need $50. What? What are you talking about? Now, why y'all publicizing giving yourself away for money? Why y'all publicizing doing things for money if it's not job, if it's not genuine? Like, there shouldn't be money involved at all. When you give your body to somebody, it should be genuine. It shouldn't be just laid back and just, it is what it is and want the money. No. Stop taking advantage of people, because when a person takes advantage of you, you get law involved. Instead of accepting the fact that I came here for money. Just how a woman could say a man took advantage of, a man could feel like you taking advantage of him too. Just how he could climb on top of you, you could climb on top of him. And only want him for the money. And he allow you to. And he don't say nothing about it. And go to sleep or drink it off. And he wake up and all his money gone because you feel entitled that you gave your body up to him because you wanted his money. No, men, it's not okay to be paying women money to sleep with them. You wouldn't like if your mom was doing this. You wouldn't like if your daughter's doing this. You wouldn't like if your sister's doing this. You wouldn't like if your aunt or cousin is doing this. You wouldn't like it. So why are you paying for something that's supposed to be given or rewarded to you genuinely? We are not for sale. Only time we technically for sale is when we're working for something. We shouldn't work for human interactions. We shouldn't have to work for that unless we're at a job. Conversation shouldn't be paid for. Sexual behavior shouldn't be paid for. It should be genuinely happening without no exchange. But if you're dating, it's different. That's the only time it should be money involved, unless y'all dating.
Oh my
Because
god.
he's been to your house how many
Okay,
times?
so I have a hot
None.
Hot take.
I always say that I don't think I don't think they should ask men for money unless they could provide money for themselves first. Like,
Absolutely.
don't work at Popeyes. Shout out to the Popeyes work.
Yeah, why do a lot of women nowadays that be on social media and say they can't date nobody who work at a restaurant of 9 to 5? But want a drug dealer, want a scammer. You know what them drug dealers and scammers is doing? They're buying your love. They're taking advantage of you. They're getting you drunk. They're taking advantage of you. You waking up and you not remember how many people was inside of you. And now you're regretting it. A 9 to 5 person is not going to do that to you. A drug dealer, scammer, they go to jail, you going to cheat on them anyway. They go out, they get released from jail, they got working 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 person go to jail from going on a break too long or taking home food from work to feed their kids because their paycheck was cut short and they get fired. They could go work at another job. A 9 to 5 is not killing people. Scammer drug dealers is killing people. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to date no basketball player, but you going to date somebody that's harming people. But once they feel like you taking advantage of them and they harm you, and you know this is a chance that this can happen, you're the victim. No, it's not a good thing that they're doing this. But you went into this relationship knowing that there's a good chance that this can happen. You went in this relationship knowing that you, just for this person to feel some type of way about you, there's money involved.
I highly agree. And also another thing, to what you were saying, the area that you live in, if you know he doesn't have it, you stop expecting it. That's what we also preach. You can't get blood from a rock. This man clearly don't have it. Y'all date was to the movie and the dinner only. Okay? Like, you can't get no rent off of this man.
And I think that's the issue I have with a lot of the social media dating coaches, because they're
What are you looking for a person to pay your rent for? He should be wanting to do that genuinely. She should be wanting to do that genuinely. You got money just like this person got money. It's because this person got more money than you. Get to know them enough, and they gonna genuinely want to do this for you. Stop Stop accepting the fact that to get something out of somebody, you gotta open up. You gotta partake in these type of activities. You gotta put this in. You know, like, cut it out. Like, you're abusing yourself. And that day when you wake up and you realize this person loved you for you, you're not gonna be able to love this person because you're so used to getting love this way, or you feel like this is love and it's really not.
Telling women to behave a way that them or their mama or grandmama or any of the women they family have zero experience on. They don't have the material to be asking for what they want, and it's like you said, are you providing that for yourself first before you ask for somebody else? Because anything I'm asking you for, I done did it for me.
Right.
I don't need you to come and pay my bills. My bills are paid. I pay my bills.
Fuck it.
But what are you here for? Because you're coming up off something, Mr. Bitch. What are you here for? Because a lot of men be like, oh, well, you good, so yeah, you not really going to be asking nothing from me, and that's where you're wrong. I don't like the era of women's.
There was some text message from a girl saying how she had fun the other night or something like that, and it just frustrated me because it's like, we're staying together, you know, like, what are you doing, talking, going places, you never told me anything about it, so.
And one thing she left out,
What?
the date was at least 4 months before we even met. Before we
Mrs.
even met.
Boone, really? Now let me tell you something. I got women coming in here doing that all the time. You are inviting the very outcome you seek to avoid by letting your actions follow your fears. It's just, you know, he's your husband. He loves you. And don't go inventing stuff. And if you do see something that does concern you, you do what grown folks do. What do grown folks do, Joe?
Talk about it.
There was some text message from a girl saying how she had fun the other night or something like that, and it just frustrated me because it's like, we're staying together, you know, like, what are you doing, talking, going places, you never told me anything about it, so.
And one thing she left out,
What?
the date was at least 4 months before we even met. Before we
Mrs.
even met.
Boone, really? Now let me tell you something. I got women coming in here doing that all the time. You are inviting the very outcome you seek to avoid by letting your actions follow your fears. It's just, you know, he's your husband. He loves you.
When you get into alignment with God's will for your life, what was once delayed becomes accelerated. Where doors were closed, you begin to walk through effortlessly. I'm saying that when you walk in obedience and alignment with God's will, you can expect God to move on your behalf. You can expect supernatural doors to be open for you. It pays to be in alignment and to walk in obedience. Get in alignment.
Amen.
Don't cuss out your partner. And some of y'all believe in that. Some of y'all believe in calling your man BANs and calling your woman a B and not saying, I didn't say it to you. I was just saying it while talking to you. Don't say B while talking to me.
At
I
all.
what?
Ever.
That's disrespectful.
Stop devaluing your partner. And then expect your partner to not devalue you by walking away. When you're in a relationship, y'all supposed to be uplifting each other, not knocking each other down. When y'all see two rocks leaning on each other to make sure a platform is structured, when you take the other rock or the other rock get aligned off, the whole structure fall. So you got a company and there's 2 shareholders. Once you take one shareholder away, or that one shareholder get bought, they could take half of the business and convert it into something else. And now you gotta take your part of the business or sell it and go start all over.
Don't cuss out your partner. And some of y'all believe in that.
Y'all be like, oh, I'm not begging nobody to stay with me. I'm not begging nobody to stay with me. I am. I am. I'm sending paragraphs. I'm sending flowers. I'm begging. I'm gonna pull up outside your house on my knees with deep box. I'm begging. I'm tired of starting over. I just begged. I'm begging again.
I started.
In life, you're gonna start over 1,000 times. But it's how you start over. If you know you started over the same way 999 times, on 1,000th time, you starting over. You gonna try and start over just like all the other times you tried to start over and it didn't end well? You a fool if you do. If you know you're supposed to be doing a project with a pencil, why are you doing it with a pen? Knowing when you mess up, you can't erase it. If you know you need a light on the sea, why are you in the dark trying to find something? If you know you need your eyes to see in a dark corner of daylight, why are you pulling your eyeballs out? If you know you gotta stand up to walk, to go somewhere, why you continue to sit down and thinking somebody else gonna do it for you? If you know you gotta use the bathroom, why you gonna wait last minute to use the bathroom? And now you got a UTI. If you know you're supposed to wipe yourself after using the bathroom, why you just pull your pants up and walk out?
Paying attention to the tension because the tension was causing me to break. So if you don't pay attention to the tension, you will pay for the tension. And that's what actually happened. So because I wasn't paying attention to the tension started fracturing.
You could pay attention, but don't pay attention too much to where you got paid consequences for the attention that was paid attention to. If you know there's light in the room and you keep staring at the light, you knowing it could cause you not to see no more, why are you staring directly into the light? Knowing there's a good chance that you're only going to start seeing darkness. If they say don't stare into the sun for too long of a time, are you going to sit there and stare into the sun? No, you're not.
Me. And I started paying attention.
I wrote a post that said the other day, and the women lost their minds. I said, heal the boy in him and the man you want will show up. A divine feminine.
If you heal the little child within your partner and you're allowing them to heal the child in you, the adult out of them is going to show up. So whatever child trauma you got, don't go into it, to a relationship, and automatically think you're going to heal that. Talk to them about these traumas and see how much they relate to it. Because believe them, they went through it, but just in their own way. They went about it in their own way. So the more you're open with a person, and they're open with you, the more y'all both gonna heal. Cause if you're open with somebody and they're not as open with you, you're more healed than them. So they're gonna treat you a certain way that you're not treating them. You're treating them a certain way that they're not treating you because you're healed all the way and they're not. or they're healed all the way and you're not. So don't go into things thinking they're just going, everything's going to be perfect. It may seem perfect, but how is it going to become peaches and cream if
Wise woman her presence can heal him. They thought I said do something. I didn't say do. I said be. I wrote a post that said the other
First you gotta put your neck into it. Put your neck in.
Bro, God will confirm that he hears you in the strangest ways. Me and Jira were going to get some lunch after I came from workouts. I grabbed the food, I put him in the car, and there was a guy walking past the car. So he walked past the car, he came back, knocked on the window, and he was like, hey man, do you have any extra change so I can, get something to eat? And I was like, yeah, for sure, I got you, bro. I gave him a 20. The only reason I'm telling you I gave him a 20 is because I want to show you how specific God is. He was like, man, God bless you, Jesus bless you. And people don't normally say that. I was letting up the window and he was looking at me and he was saying something. I thought he was still talking to me. So I let down the window and I was like, what'd you say? And he was like, oh, nothing. You'll see. I'm like, bro, what? I got it on me. Like, stop lying with me, really? I left. I went to go grab my wife some 7 Brew because she gonna want multiple stop. All right. Dara dropped this cup in the back seat, so I get out and I grab this cup. Then an old man comes up to me and he was like, hey man, can you show me where this place is? I give him directions to the place, but he's like, I'm not really good with directions. Can you take me there? It was around the corner. I was like, cool, I'll take you. I took him there. He walks over to the car and he says, man, I appreciate you so much. And he hands me a $20 bill. The guy earlier, he said, don't worry about it. You'll see. And I saw literally 5 minutes later. So I said all that to encourage you. If you don't think God hear you or you feel like he don't see you, I want to remind you that he hears you, he sees you, he loves you.
Amen.
Woman's job to a man is to power him up with love and let him go. It's like feed the bear and let the bear go fight. You give the bear some food and then you say go kill. She loves her man and she gives her man power to go out there and face the world. She's there to help you and amplify you and power you up and make you as powerful a force as possible in the world. And a woman who is good at being a woman will do exactly that. She isn't going to come along and try and oppose her man or be as good.
The traits you hate in your child came from you.
All right, y'all, I'm up off here for the night. Thank y'all for watching Your Point Across podcast, where you are heard, free, welcome, love, judgment-free zone.